It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Tonight, two teams begin a new journey, the beginning of the NBA regular season.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by my colleagues and my friends.
Oh, wow.
My buds.
There we go.
Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season. And nothing. Well, at times a contentious relationship between Howard and Van Gundy, but you see the respect there, sir. B8, thank you. So Detroit will get the first possession. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Jackson and KCP are in the backcourt together. Tobias Harris is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Morris in at the 3 slot.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Harris against Davis. Morris kicks to Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. And there's the pass to Drummond.
And the intensity of Cousins isn't limited to just offense. His defense has really improved thanks to how he contests shots.
Davis, the pass to Cousins. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
That's exactly how you want to start the game.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Now for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Raptors. Inside, here's Harris. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
That's just the big boy muscle of Harris, a real energizer who just fights through contact on the shots.
The Pistons shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Hill kicks to Cousins. He dishes it to Frazier. Here's Davis. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. About a minute played so far here in the first. Outside Jackson. Dishes it to Drummond. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up, high post, and Davis pulls it down.
That's the kind of shot you want him to take every time. He just happened to miss that time.
Inside, Cousins. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Cousins has got 5 now.
You got to get the rock to Cousins when he's in the post. A true bruiser who relishes opportunities near the bucket.
And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. And stolen by Cousins. Davis kicks to Hill. Back to Davis. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, it's just the perseverance of Cousins. Always stays active on the boards and comes away with second chance opportunities for his team.
Jackson dishes to Drummond. And Davis pulls it down.
As soon as he made his drive to the bucket, the defense jumped right in and prevented him from finishing that one.
Deflects the pass. And there's the foul. It's on Tim Frazier. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Jackson. Feeds to Drummond. Shoots from the baseline.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Frazier outside. Back to Davis. It's tipped and stolen by Harris. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Pelicans leading by 4. Davis kicks to Cousins. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. 9 points here for Cousins.
Well, he is now 4 of 5 from the field, already making a difference for his team on offense.
And the rejection by Cousins.
And the defensive Cousins making his presence known with the quick leaping ability which he uses to block shots.
And he makes that one.
Oh, great move to get to the rack there against a guy who doesn't really just have the strength to be able to keep him away from the rim.
And Hill has it in the corner. Misses the three. Pistons trailed by 4, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, they just can't afford to lose him in this one. With 2 fouls already, he has to stay away from getting his third.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for New Orleans. John Lure, he's checked in for Detroit. Here's Morris, and he lays it straight in. Morris has got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Three-pointer, Pondexter kept alive. Here's Hill. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
New Orleans shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Monty Eunice is checked in for Cousins. Jordan Crawford comes in for Anthony Davis. And Cook subbed in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Pistons, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Stanley Johnson comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Ish Smith in for Reggie Jackson. The Pistons have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Solomon Hill. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Here is Cook, covered by Smith. Here's Monty Eunice. And that one goes, feeding him with the lead pass.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
Well, when you get buckets, you have great recognition, and that was great recognition right there by him to see he had a mismatch. He exploited it flawlessly.
And the foul goes on Jordan Crawford. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Pelicans leading by 4. Cook, the pass to Monty Eunice. To the left side wing. Cook dishes to Monty Eunice. Detroit with the rebound. Over in the corner, Lure. Caldwell Pope outside. He's off from 17 feet.
Total breakdown on defense there, but fortunately he missed out.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
I mean, and the fundamentals, when shots go up, guys are blocking out. Look at the numbers. It's ridiculous so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Detroit, Johnson is out there with John Lure. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. Pelicans leading by 7. Crawford kicks to Cunningham. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pelicans shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Smith against Crawford. He feeds it to Monty Eunice from past the arc. And it's Lure with the rebound. Pistons trailed by 9. Launches a 3. That's good from Caldwell-Pope on the assist by Smith. Caldwell-Pope's got 5.
And you have to do a ton to distract Caldwell-Pope. Just razor-sharp concentration when he's going up with the shot.
Crawford with the ball. Now Smith defending. Shoots the 3. But they recover it. Cunningham passes to Moore. He kicks to Monty Eunice. Goes up again. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep all broken down for the Pistons.
And not a lot of attempts from beyond the break. Those deeper three-pointers can be a little outside of some players' range, but they've got guys who can make that shot. I think that's just an outlier so far.
First one falls for him. Some changes for New Orleans. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Monty Eunice. Davis comes in for Dante Cunningham. And it's Holiday in for Jordan Crawford. And then for Detroit, Andre Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines. Tobias Harris comes in for Johnson. And it's Jackson in for Caldwell Pope. Here's Harris. That shot is off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
He tries for 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Well, one of the things Harris does so well out there is shoot the 3 ball, which in turn opens up the floor for the rest of his teammates.
Kicks to Davis. Puts it up from 15. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Jackson. There's the pick. Moore with the steal. Holiday dishes to Pondexter. It's Drummond with the rebound.
The defense wasn't giving up any room, and he tried to beat them with better offense. Didn't work out there.
Outside for Jackson. For 3, Smith. They get it back.
Wow, Drummond is one of the top rebounders in the game. You have to put a body on him, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, just to prevent him from coming away with a second chance opportunity.
And Holiday kicks to Cousins. Back to Holiday. Shoots inside. Nice touch on the back shot. 11 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Man, sometimes you get into a zone for a few games, and the basket seems as if it's wide as the ocean.
Here's Lure. That 3 off the mark. Pelicans leading by 7. The feed to Cousins. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
So for the Pelicans, Hill comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Frazier in for Moore. And a switcher also for Detroit. Morris is checked in. Pelicans keep it alive. Davis, the pass to Cousins. Davis kicks to Cousins. They shoot again. And Davis is it in. Davis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Jackson is very good at catching the D off guard, especially inside where he needs to be fast to getting that shot off.
Holiday dishes to Cousins. Back to Holiday. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Smith against Frazier. Smith kicks to Drummond. Baseline try. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Drummond is just blossoming right in front of our eyes. Love seeing him sink the mid-range game.
17 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. There's the dish to Cousins. 5 on the clock. Shoots from 14. And again, through Holiday. Holiday's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Pelicans. He's off on that one. And that...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. It was DeMarcus Cousins who got hot in the first. He had 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused.
That concludes our halftime.
And now the third quarter about to get going. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
Yeah, great activity in the painted area. Lots of energy, looking to score almost every time he got the ball.
They've got Hill, Holiday out there with Frazier. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Cousins in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That is phenomenal work down there in the thick of it. This is the kind of D you want to see from him every time down the court.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Jackson has the open look and the three off target. Pelicans leading by 9. The wide open look here for Holiday. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
But that's all about going back to the fundamentals. Defensive rebounding, you got to have it, especially when you're getting waxed.
And the basket by Jackson.
Oh, and really, Jackson excels when the defense gets physical with him. He's more than up for any challenge.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Holiday, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Detroit gets called for the foul. The Pelicans have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And the Pelicans making a change here. Pondexter's checked in. And then for Detroit, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Lure comes in for Harris. And it's Johnson in for Morris. And now the first timeout called here.
Bring it in. Take a seat.
You know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one. Maybe get to the line.
Well, I just think they're pressing too much. Not really in the rhythm. Have to let the game come to you.
Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Johnson, the pass to Jackson. To the left side wing. Lure can't hit.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Davis. The kick out to Frazier. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Over Lure. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 10.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
I mean, yeah, they just have not been able to offer any kind of defensive effort tonight. Embarrassing.
Jackson kicks to Lure. There's the 3. Fires the 3. Jackson misses.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Frazier outside. Cousins with it. Lure's there. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Cousins. Coming off a terrific season. 4th in scoring, 5th in rebounding, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And the Pistons making a change here. Smith is checked in. Frazier dishes to Cousins. Davis, the pass to Cousins. Off target from outside. Pistons trailed by 13. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Bulls in Chicago. It's stolen by Johnson. Looking to end the drought, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. 4th, Anthony Davis.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Monty Eunice is checked in for Cousins. Cunningham comes in for Davis. Jordan Crawford's checked in for E'Twaun Moore. And Cook subbed in for Frazier. Here's Cook. Moniunas kicks to Cook. Good on the 13-footer. Cook's got the lead up to 13 now for New Orleans. 1:04 left here in the third quarter. Smith outside. Here's Baines. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Pistons have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for New Orleans. Detroit also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for John Lure, and Marcus Morris subbed in for Johnson. 44 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Cook. Here's Moniunas. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Harris is checked in for the Pistons. Pistons trailed by 14. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Smith kicks to Morris. Lets it go from deep. And that one is off. And New Orleans will come the other way. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Good. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Harris. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cook. Well, through 3 quarters of play. Let's listen in now to head coach.
Hey, come on, we got to do this together.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Pistons trail by 14 and on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Smith is out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Morris in at the small forward position.
Harris is so quick on the drive. Sometimes defenders have to foul him and just hope he misses the shot.
And he knocks down the first one.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Jackson, he's checked in for Ish Smith. Pelicans leading by 12. Here is Cook. Pass to Crawford. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Talk about leading your target perfectly. Nice assist.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Cook. Free throw good. Crawford.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Right side Jackson, and he comes up with the deuce.
And you can see that Jackson has put a lot of work in on his mid-range J. Definitely a legitimate threat from there.
Pass to Crawford. Stolen by Jackson. Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Davis. Hill passes to Davis. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
No, that's just a clumsy turnover there. Just an errant pass that should have never been attempted.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Lure is checked in for the Pistons. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Jackson kicks to Morris. Crawford with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Back to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Oh, when Cousins finds his comfort zone, it's incredibly hard for the defense to keep up with.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go.
Yeah, I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Oh, well, they have to become more physical defensively and really commit to protecting that painted area.
Tim Frazier's checked in for the Pelicans. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Stan Van Gundy as he talked with his team. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Jackson kicks to Lure. Outside Jackson. There's the pass to Lure. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Clock at 6. Drummond sets the screen for Caldwell Pope. Lure dishes to Morris. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Cousins has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
On the wing, Davis. We're covering. Leans inside. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Caldwell Pope with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, well, come on, Kevin. You have to really admire Jackson's patience on offense, just feeling the defense out and nailing quality shots.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Outside Holiday. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Morris against Holiday. Baseline J on the way. Again the miss by Morris. Pelicans leading by 11. Right side Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. It's stolen by Hill. Here we go, one-on-one. Dishes to Cousins. That's short off the rim.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Drummond a screen. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume 3-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for New Orleans.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Anthony Davis.
Tonight, he got it done on the glass. It was exactly the kind of determination they wanted to see from him in the paint. The kind of grit and grind down low that wins you ball games.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a fair question. Looking at the clock, it appears they might be out of luck.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
When one guy gets hot sometimes, it's infectious. And the team does, too. That's what seemed to happen for them on that play.
Holiday up top. Three-pointer misses. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy.
Thanks very much.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson, Anthony Davis.
When he's on his game, Anthony Davis is the best power forward in the NBA. He can run, he can rebound, he can flat out dominate. He's got the perfect skill set for a big man.
He executed the game plan as a scorer. It was by design that the team was going to try to get him good shots, but it was going to be up to him to make those shots. But I don't think anyone thought he'd make them at that high level of efficiency.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal,